fucking recorded. No, is the most over. What are my fucking words today? It's so expensive for what it is.
Do you know what? The thing is, it's the nostalgia of the Wimpy, though, isn't it? You go in there and you think, this will take me back to my childhood. And that's everything for being an adult, of
Yeah.
wanting to be young again. That is, you try and, like, I've got addicted to Pokemon cards again recently in a
Really?
vain attempt. Yeah, man, like, my brother got into them. And then out of nowhere, I was like, I quite like these. And there's a comic shop near me, and he sees me coming every time. He smiles, rubs his hands together. The minute I come in, what crap can I sell him today? But
Did you
that's
got
just being grown up.
being grown
What
up
have
to
I
be a kid
got?
again? Have you got them in
Yeah,
any first editions?
I've got no first editions, but
Ah,
I've got
see,
most of Team Rocket.
I was that nerd. I like had the Pokemon pack things, and as soon as I got a
Yeah.
shiny, it went in there. First editions, I have a Machamp, a
Oh,
Ginga, a Poliwrath, and a Vileplume, and a couple of like loads of energy cards. But they always say, oh, they're worth this, they're worth that. I think unless it's the Charizard.
well, that's it though. I mean, the closest I've got to classic cards is I've got a set from Pokemon the first movie of all the ones that were released from the cinema
Did you get the
in the
Dragonite?
packages.
The
Yeah, I've
Dragonite.
got the Dragonite.
Got the
I've got
Dragonite.
Dragonite. I've
Yes.
got him. He's
He was good.
ready. He's ready to go.
The thing is, though,
But
I tried to do a bit on Pokemon. I was like, Professor Oak is a fucking fraud. He spent all
go on.
his time being like creating this Pokedex. It's his life work. There's only 150 Pokemon. What about over there in the Johto region? Nah, fuck that. There's nothing there. I'm the
I
professor
ain't
here.
leaving. I ain't leaving Kent. I ain't going outside of that.
Yeah, but could
It
you
was
imagine being a
ridiculous.
kid and seeing? Because we were like, I know it's always generation before all that.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, we had the Pokemon cards. Imagine those like the Pokemon cards that are around nowadays came out when we was a kid. They would have blown our fucking minds.
Oh, mate, anything from now. Imagine looking at those cards where, like, it can be shiny anywhere on the card,
Yeah,
not just in the middle. You're holding it. You're literally holding space
yeah, yeah.
when you hold those cards.
The
That's
cover would not
insane.
stain the cards. Like it's just a wipe job straight away.
Wipe clean, wipe clean. That's why they did it, mate.
Do you
Too
reckon
many
that's why they
cum
did
stained
it?
Pokemon cards. Yeah,
Yeah, but
too many people having to wipe them down and ruining a Machamp or something like that.
oh
That's what
god.
happened in the end.
So, do,
Wizards of
do,
the Coast were fuming.
do you ever do anything like once a year? Like mine is once a year I will bang out Lord of the Rings. Once a year I will bang out Star Wars. The first
Yeah.
six, I fall off
I,
after seven, eight, nine. Like,
well, because I got a bit like, because like I did it with Star Wars and then just got annoyed at Episode One every time I watched it because like that film when it was released was. Do you remember when it came out? It was the biggest thing ever.
Phantom
Everything.
Menace.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It had
Yeah,
Jar Jar Binks on everything, like
yeah.
Pepsis, lollipops, and it was just dog shit when it hit the cinema. And I think that's the first time I was ever disappointed as a kid, like properly
But
felt disappointment with
I mean,
Star Wars Episode One.
what drugs do you reckon they were? What was Jar Jar Binks? Was he autistic? Was he ADHD? Like, what did they try and
I don't,
benchmark him after? Like, what would they have prescribed him nowadays? When he's been like a
I,
calm Gorgon now.
maybe just to sit down and have a bit of time to himself. I thought the problem with Jar, it was just his voice. There was nothing wrong with him.
Are
Like
we
even the
gonna die?
overacting
That
wasn't
was
that.
banging.
Are we gonna die? Don't say that out loud. Do you know what I mean? If you're gonna die, don't point that out to the group that you're about to save. Do you know what I mean? It's gonna
Yeah,
ruin it for everyone. We're gonna die. Fuck, are we?
yeah.
I'm trying
He
to
was
think.
never he
What
was
do I
never the
do every
optimist,
year?
that prick, was he?
No, he never was the
But
optimist.
then
It was Jar Jar Binks.
we've all got them mates who are like a Jar Jar Binks, but somehow they get away with it. Like with Jar Jar Binks, somebody threw that plasma bubble thing, destroyed the tank, did that. We've all got them mates who coast through life somehow, and they
Yeah.
just
Oh, I
get
did.
away with it.
There's a great term for it. Like my mate referred to it as the Homer Simpsons of life. Of
Brilliant.
people who will live the best life ever, but not have any recollection of like, oh yeah, I'm now mayor of the local town. How did that happen? Well, I was just born here, weren't I? Them people, and we're all picturing one whilst listening to this of that
Oh,
mate who's done too well for himself. And if you don't know who it is, it's you.
exactly. Yeah, son of the
He's
bad
just
guy
sat
on the
there going,
bus.
oh,
My mate,
I've made it.
my mate. I'm going to name drop him. I don't give a fuck. James Hurley. He's 4 years
Nice.
older than me, and he was one of them. He was a skater. He was an emo, long hair. He was the pretty boy, and he's always got a coast on life on his good looks. And I met one of his workmates the other day. His nickname at work is Puppy. I was like,
Puppy?
why
Why
Puppy?
puppy?
Because every time he fucks up, he gives puppy dog eyes, and they let him off it. And even to this day, he's 38 now, and he still gets away with it. All I say is, I can't wait till you are fat and your looks decay, because all he is his hair. Do you know what I mean? It's that
Yeah.
proper like the emo hair back in the day where he's like got it back now. I just can't wait for you to start decaying, and you have pretty girl syndrome, and it annoys me so much.
Well, the thing is as well with it as well, like, let me tell you about the emo community. The minute you go bald, you're out. And I know that from fact. I've tried to get back in there. They don't want me anymore. They keep hold of that hair. The minute it goes, you can't join that black parade ever
Oh,
again. It's gone.
well, I
It's gone
was
past.
a young boy.
Hey,
I'm good.
young boy.
I'm good.
Mate, that is solid.
That's
Yeah, that is
33
good.
solid, isn't it? Like my
You've
granddad
got
died
that for
full set
life,
of
mate.
hair. You know.
Did he?
Yeah, he got
See,
shot
I
in the
have one
war, but
very.
like no, he what was that 86 or something? I don't know. So
Yeah, that's what you want. You want the good airline, right? The
when
problem
did
with
you
mine is
accept it
it went at the
gracefully?
back.
Did you accept it
No, not
gracefully?
at all.
No.
Oh God, no! I hung on for dear life to this. The problem was, like, at the front, it looked like it was still growing, and at one point, I went home for Christmas, and my mum referred to me as a shit Hitler. And I
Brilliant.
remember looking in the mirror and just seeing the bald spot at the back, and just being like, "It's time to go." And also, like, my wife was constantly like, just shave it," and it looks so much better because there's nothing worse than a bald spot
I mean, can I
and a
evaluate?
comb over.
I would like to know what your mum's opinion on a good Hitler is.
Look at it, like one with decent hair would be the.
Oh, okay, we're only doing the hair here. Okay, so
Yeah.
I want a positive Hitler. You're not a proper Hitler. Come
You're
on.
not good Hitler. It was a weird comment. You look like a shit Hitler, and like, it's weird that are taking that on board, going, yeah, this hair does look like a terrible Hitler haircut.
Have you had it yet?
I
Where
thought I
like
was pulling
I've
off.
had it. I'm gonna start talking comedy in a second. Have you had it where you're like? I had it the other day. My mate walked in, and he's first time he's done it, dyed his hair, and
Oh man,
didn't mention it for the first 5 minutes. We waited until we got the drink, pints on the table. The second that pint hit the table, so you've dyed your hair. Oh yeah,
yeah.
cool. Like we had to address it because it's the elephant in the room.
Well, this is the thing with men dyeing their hair. So we have, like, I have this theory. Like, I grew up in Dover, and one of our mates dyed his hair at 30. He was 39 as well, and he came to the pub, didn't address it, had blonde tips, and we had an intervention for him because we just assumed like something couldn't be right because it ain't right. Like, why are you bleaching or dyeing your hair like over 30? How old is he?
Oh, my mate, 38 as well.
Yeah, it's too old for that nonsense, mate.
Yeah.
Too old. Like, accept your haircut, accept your hair frame, and get on with it. I'm sorry, that's it. This is the lot you've been given.
Well, I got a question. Why? Okay, why is it with hair, people who bald early seem to be able to grow these lovely beards?
Well, I don't. Well, you say that my beard's not that big.
No, it's a nice
Like,
beard. It is a nice beard.
oh, I appreciate that.
Because
Yeah.
would you would now that's gone, you'd never get rid of that, would you?
No, God, no. I'd look like an
Easter egg
egg on
hunt.
acid. Yeah. Going like, there's no way that's happening. Like, this is here forever. I might even get this like implanted. People go to Turkey for the hair. I'll go for the beard. But I think you need to look good with it. You try it out before you go full bald. Do it for charity first,
Oh, if you're
and
gonna do it,
then
yeah,
be like,
do it for charity. Have you done anything else for
that's what I do.
charity before?
We tried. See, the thing is with charity as well. Like, I've done a lot of charity stuff. I'm not trying to make myself sound good. I work with a charity called Calm Campaign
Yeah, Carl.
Against Living Miserably. We do stuff for them. We put on a show every year and bits. But one year we tried to get a charity pub crawl going
Brilliant. Well,
because it
okay.
sounded fun. Didn't work. We got 6 pubs in. The money got like because we were going around with the little pots, they got too heavy to carry. So I think we left the money in one of the pubs and ended up having to put like 50 quid in each. So it just didn't work. It was a great idea, charity pub crawl, because loads of people were up for it, funnily enough, more than the skydive or the jog.
100%.
But yeah, man.
How'd you get
Yeah,
people to
have
sponsor
you?
you for that though?
Well, we were going to do it. So initially, we wrote out we were going to do it per pint. So like, but then again, like there lies the problem of the pub crawl. So we then did it by pub, and we got to six, which I think is quite acceptable. Like I think we needed like 21 was on the thing, but that's ridiculous behaviour.
Yeah, was it 1 pint per place?
1 pint per place or a
No, then
half.
6 pint. No, then six is a bit disappointing.
Well, this is it. But like the problem is where you get comfy, don't you? In the pub, you put on the jukebox, and
Right.
that's it. You don't want to stay. So
I mean,
one pint
that's
had
the
a
one
lot
bad
more
thing
in
about
there.
pub crawls. When you like, say you're on like, because I said we did our one in Margate, and you do like, I think we hit about 12, but like, like pub
Yeah,
seven's really good. But that one goes, like, come on
yeah,
in, we've got to go. And it's like, well, why have we got to
yeah.
be so fucking regimented? Like, we're enjoying ourselves.
Yeah.
There was that
You
like a
go round
staff
the
sergeant
corner,
in the group.
and also Margate is a pub crawl, mate. That's standing on a landmine, isn't it? Because some are lovely, and then you just go round the corner to a place where you're like, how is this still open and safe?
Oh, the age. To be fair, there was quite a lot of good-looking women in Margate. I'll challenge that. But there was also so many fucking like 12-year-old kids, and I don't know why. Being from London, when I see like people in like Margate or like, I mean, I was in like Brixham, like doing a pirate
Yeah,
festival. When I see like 12, 13-year-old like boys in them seaside areas trying to act gangster, it just makes me
there's
chuckle
nothing
a little
funnier, is
bit.
it?
It's like, mate, come on, oh, man's runs Margate, yeah. I was like, okay, cool, right? Good for you.
Well, that's great for the 6 weeks that Margate's a viable option to visit. Not the rest of the year. Man runs Margate. Are you the mayor? Are you the mayor of Margate?
It was the
Yeah,
mayor, yeah.
it
His
was the
gold
mayor.
chain and his
That's what the
trackies.
jewellery was.
He bought a fucking local pawn shop. So, Adam, mate, I think this has now
Yes.
been the longest one where I've actually not introduced. I was going, Adam.
Oh, hello.
Adam
You all
Jones,
right?
brilliant comedian from around the Margate way, has absolutely killed Edinburgh this year, and he's
Thank you.
spared enough time in his diary to give little old me a little talk. So,
Oh yeah, I have indeed. We're just going to have a little bit of a chat. How I started, what am I doing now, why am I doing it, how am I doing it, and I'm sure there's something to promote or sell along the way. But I'll hide that in the middle so no one will know,
you can
and then
plug
just
the
buy it.
whatever you want, you know.
I'm trying to think what I've got to plug. That's how good I am at self marketing. Don't even know what I'm plugging at this point.
So yeah. What did you do up the fringe? I know,
So,
but for the people.
oh yeah, yeah. So I took a few shows up this year. So I took my third solo show called Jam, which I decided for an experiment I'd do it in the morning. So I
Yeah.
put that on 10:15 every morning with varying audiences. We had 3 in there, we had 50 in there, but it was good fun. It was a great show. It was great to do. And then I did a show called Comedy Compilation in a place called Westnick Records, where I put 4 acts on every single day and emceed that. And I did loads of other bits. I did a show called This Is Your Trial, where I played a lawyer. I did some comedy for kids as well. That was pretty good fun. But yeah, it's probably the best one I've ever done. And I've done quite a few Edinburghs. This one was generally come away going, that was good fun. And didn't feel like I had been broken by the festival, which tends to happen if you're in it for a long amount of time. So yeah, no, it's great.
This is your
Best Edinburgh, I
trial.
think.
I think one of my people was there. Did
Really?
Laura Johnston?
I think so. Yeah, I don't think I did it with her, but I know she definitely. I think she was part of it. Yeah,
Yeah. Maybe. I mean,
great show.
there's so many shows. You hear so many, and like. But no, I'm glad it absolutely killed it. But you because I sort of like stalking you like a schoolgirl crush.
No, no, you stalk away.
You you more of an MC, aren't you? Like you love to be the compare.
Well, do you know what as well? And like the reason for that as well, like, I started out in holiday parks. So like I before I did any comedy, I started out I can't say the park as such, but anyone who knows me will work it out, and I'll tell you afterwards. But like I started out doing that, and like the first time I ever did stand up was when my entertainment's manager came up to me and was like, "Go West are 2 hours late. Can you go and fill?" And I thought he meant 5-10 minutes. No, it was 45 minutes of
Fuck yeah.
just stretching a tan out. Yeah, imagine that. And I got bit by it at that point. I thought I want to do that forever, but I don't want the feeling of dying on stage towards the end. And yeah, man, I love the MCing. I think now like Paul Smith like has done all his stuff and people keep watching that and going, "Oh mate." And every single comedian seems to put on their MC stuff now because they're going to be the next Paul Smith if they do so. But I just love talking to the audience, and I love the idea of it being something else. Do you know what? Every gig's going to be different when you MC.
Yeah.
It's not going to be the same set, and you can use that material again. But yeah, I would say I'm more of an MC than a comedian. But isn't it weird as well? It is exactly the same job, MCing and being a comedian. But for some reason, it's given that kind of different kind of prestige. I've always found that really odd.
Um, uh, would I say it's the same? I mean, I've compared about 3, 4 times,
Yeah,
and I am one of the all-time best in the world, Captain Hindsights.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
One of the
That's
all-time
a good skill.
greatest. Driving home, fuck, I should have said that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I get annoyed at myself, and then I like belittle myself when it comes to comparing. And I think, but is it something? Would you say like you learn just by getting your stripes on stage, or is it just you got to have to be like that raw type of person? Like Paul Smith, I couldn't
Well,
imagine him being like and that much like an introvert, quiet boy.
yeah. I
He,
think I think some people have a bit more. Do you know what I mean? But also, I think you do get your stripes the more you do it. And like, there was a great phrase like Adam Morrison, the other Adam Morrison, told me once about clown pockets. And the more you do it, the more stuff you've just got stored, so you can pull out more bits.
yeah,
And I think that's just a really great way of viewing it. The whole idea of going, "Oh, I've got this, I've got this, I've got this," and it's just going out and getting the hours. And also, like, it is being like the thing with being an MC to being a comic. Like, if you want to just do your 20-minute set, you can as a comic. But as an MC, you've got to make sure, for me personally, making sure the audience are ready for the acts, making sure they're having fun, knowing all the names and stuff as well. And just, there's nothing better than pulling someone apart for something they've done. Like, I've started asking people weird questions like, "What's your childhood fear? At what size sofa do you have in your living room?" And just like stuff like that can turn into anything.
okay,
Like, I love it. I honestly think, and also years of being an entertainer when you're just literally left on the stage for 45 minutes, sometimes to an hour, with just a big, colourful character going, "Oh, what we're going to do now, Captain Croc," and you really, really hone those skills.
hmm.
But you
Okay.
can't now. All those holiday parks are shut.
I know some people says we like improvs make the best comedians, which
Yeah,
no, the best compares, which I partially agree with, but I also don't. I think just being when you truly become comfortable with yourself, and then
yeah.
just to be able to go up there and just talk. I think
Well, that's
I
it.
I think then they become the best compared. So like where we do compare, do you like to know all of the acts beforehand to sort of know like who you're gonna like, how you're getting shoes from today, like, up the tempo, lower the tempo before they come on?
Definitely. I think that's the thing of knowing who you've got and how to bring them onto an audience. Now,
Yeah,
my problem is I'm quite upbeat and loud, and that's the thing. So when you get kind of a more relaxed act who's going to come on and be quieter, maybe don't take the energy up to about 100.
mm.
Take it up to about 50 and let them on, because then it gives them a chance to do their set to be solid. And
Yeah.
that's the thing I think quite a lot of people forget. Going, it's about facilitating every other act, and you're just in the middle. And if you're good at it, you'll get work forever.
Mm.
It's it's the fucking best. Honestly, like I love it. I love doing stand up as well. Like I love doing an hour every morning. And the irony was with Jam, I'd get a random person out of the audience and make him MC the first 3 minutes, which was great because they never knew it was coming. And one bloke, I thought his head was going to explode, so I had to finish him earlier.
Yeah.
But yeah, just get the crowd going, mate. Big them up and bring me on. But
Okay.
there's
And
no better feeling.
okay, I like asking this question too, compares. So let's say hypothetically, I'm on the bill. Um,
Yeah,
all right, there's six. Okay, there's six on the bill. I'm second. Okay, first guy kills it. You then bring me on, and I fucking bomb. Not just bomb. I get booed off. Do you know what I mean? I give everyone the finger. I flop my dick out on stage. I call you. I mean, everyone's dead nan a prick. I get booed off.
well,
How do
that
you?
could be what's happening, man. That could be like don't call everyone's dead nan prick. Don't get your prick out. Just give them a nice wave as you leave.
Hypothetically, dude, you only do that 20 times before you decide you got to change your set. Now, how would you bring the room
Exactly.
back?
The thing is, as well, and I'm gonna. My friend Wilson, what he does is he always addresses it. Like I've seen that person come on stage before and be like, "Well, that was a load of shit, weren't it?"
Yeah,
And then start the room again. And you can do that, but it's knowing the person. Like because I know you, we could have a chat, and I went, "I'm going to do this. I'm going to reset the room." It's not
yeah.
on you. You've just had a bad one,
But
but you
that's not
need to
my set,
address
by the
it.
way. I'm not that type of comedian. It's just like that's not me, brother. Don't worry. I'd say that. How does a compare, bring the room back from a dead act?
You just got to address it and then turn it around. I think the worst thing compares do is they carry on as that didn't happen. But the thing is, the whole of the audience have said it, you said it, and you need to address it. And the thing is, as well, like sometimes it's going to be a bit hard for the act because they might be new, they might not understand, they've come in with the wrong material for the room. But just address it, and also for me personally, talk to the actor and go, "Sorry, I'm going to do this now. I need to reset the room, or I've reset the room. It's nothing on you, but it needed turning around."
Yeah.
Because it does sometimes. It's about the room and it's about the night. And when you smash it, that's when you get people to high five you and everything
Yeah.
else. But
Well,
yeah, I would just address it, man. Like it's funnier, isn't it?
oh,
There's no. Can I tell this story? Yeah. So
yeah.
right, there's a great comedian. Let's just call him M Wills.
Oh, I know him,
And he does
Wills.
a
Yeah, yeah. 30 Ride or
yeah.
Drive, DA2 9XK. Yeah, I know him. Yeah.
That's him. That's M Wills. That's M Wills. No one
Yeah.
will figure it out. No one
He's
will
my
figure out
bestie.
what gig he runs. He did a night, and he runs an amazing night in Edinburgh. And the last act died, but they had big social media following and all of this
Oh,
jazz.
yes. I've heard about this a lot.
But it was but it was a proper kind of the whole room was flat and everyone before killed. And he went on stage and just said, "Well, you didn't go for the American at the end, did you?" And it was just perfect because
Yeah.
the whole room was like, "Yeah, we didn't," and then turned it round.
Yeah.
I think, and I quote that, "Well, you didn't go for the American," like all the time. Like if something bad happens, well, you didn't go for the American. But that's the thing. You need to make it known what has happened because it's funny and they trust you. You're an MC. You're in charge. You need to be
Yeah.
trusted. You can't just brush it under the carpet because it makes a mockery of everything you're doing. I think.
100. Do you find, because a lot of people have mentioned this to me, that when it comes to sort of, people with a big following who they'll do the sketches and stuff online, it doesn't translate to the stage. It's a different skill altogether. And just because you've got the following doesn't mean you're going to go kill it on stage.
It is that. Do you know what though? It's been a weird kind of like because I've gigged quite a lot with Pete Withers and what's Daryl Robinson,
Who
and
was the
they've
first
worked
one?
on the crop. Pete Withers,
Essex lad.
tr- yeah, Tradie Tales, yeah,
Yeah, I know him.
yeah. Pete's amazing,
I've had
but
him on.
like they, Oh, have you?
Yeah, on the tool. Yeah, on the tools. Yeah, Pete. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I'm gigging with him
Yeah,
on
so,
Saturday.
well, say hello from Adam.
No, I won't.
I
I'll say
love
you called him a
Pete.
prick, but you know.
I'll say he slagged me apart on this. Uh, could you
Yeah,
imagine going, and I'll tell you something about fucking Pete with us.
32 Rydal Drive next door to Bill.
Yeah. Never finishes the plumbing. Yeah, he does. He's a great plumber.
Yeah.
But they went off and learnt their acts and like will go away and they're solid acts and they're great at what they do. But then again, you get some people who then have the big social media following who just don't know what to do. And you see it more and more. And that's the thing, because it's going to happen more and more because there's going to be more tours. And there's going to be nights where I know these comedians, and then someone with massive social media following.
Yeah.
It's always good to go off and like do this first and then come to it or just work on it because a stage is completely different to a screen.
Yeah. But talking about, like addressing the room on stage, last 2 Wednesdays ago, I was with Pete and he did one of the best. He did one of the best things, and I loved it so much. I can't remember the joke, but let's just say the punchline was fridge. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's mid bit, and then the fridge, and then that's the punchline. I fucked that one up, didn't I, everyone? Everyone laughed. He goes, right, okay, guys, you didn't hear it, but in about 30 seconds, when you hear the word fridge again, you need to laugh.
Yeah.
Restarted it and then said, when he got to fridge, fucking round of applause, all that. Because he addressed that he fucked up, brought the crowd in on the joke.
Yeah,
and then killed it.
And also the audience want to be part of something.
Yeah.
So it's funny the idea of a man whose job is to learn this material just doesn't. I think I've seen him do that before. Not with fridge, but I've definitely done that with a word before. But he's been doing it all over the place.
Well, no, but a lot of but a lot of comedians they would do because in doing that a bit, he made that bit better. So that could have actually been his initial bit.
Exactly.
And
that's it. That's the joy of it. I think when you have those bits and you can address it, that's confidence as well. The more you do it to go, actually, hold up, I fucked up here. Let's change it. Well, because overall, the audience want you to do well. They've not come on a night out to go, let's watch them all die. Well, yeah. I don't know. Maybe in Strood they do. But like, they've not come out. They want to see you succeed. That's the thing.
Yeah. I mean, would you say that every room is golden then? Like, can you make every room golden? Or, sometimes are you just flogging a dead horse in some rooms?
That is a good question. Like, younger me would definitely say, yeah, definitely every room could be turned round. You can make magic. But older me is like, well, give it a go. Let's see what happens. I think most rooms, I think it depends on you. I think it depends on sometimes the lighting as well. Like when you go into like a comedy room, when you go into a club and it's bright, turn the lights down over the audience, make them dark. I think if you've done everything you can do, so be it music on, the right music, the lights are off, sat the right way. That's another thing. Like I geeked the other week and the seats were all facing the opposite direction and you just turn them fucking round. You know what I mean? It's simple stuff. But as long as you've done all the things, it's on them. And you're on the best. But like sometimes, obviously, you have bad ones and stuff, but I think most rooms are golden.
I did one in Shoreditch when I first started out, and you couldn't. The first audience member was probably about a metre away from the stage. Absolutely fine. You couldn't see them.
Yeah, that's the thing.
You couldn't see their face. And I think you should be able to see the first first 5 rows, something like that, and then the rest can be. It doesn't matter how far fucking back it goes.
Yeah,
you got to be able to see someone to interact with them. Otherwise,
well, you know how you're doing then, don't you? Like if you can see in front of you and they're laughing, and you can see. I think that's the way to do it. Always be able to see what the reactions are.
Yeah,
I think even if you think 90% of the room's laughing, you're winning.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I've ever got 90% of it, but I've got a solid 25%. I'll take that.
mate, take it. You'll look back there, you'll be like a Raichu in no time at all. Boom.
Yeah,
I can see it.
holding the laughs. So with I always like asking this question with this day and age, and the woke world we live in. Can you joke about anything?
Do you know what? I think you can,
You
but
can.
I think it comes with skill.
Yeah,
Like, I think you can joke about, and also, like, for me, what, like, I always, like, for my act as well, is like, what do I want to talk about? And most of the time, it's nostalgia, ridiculous stuff that has happened. And I'm not going to say anything that's going to make me the next Bill Hicks, but
yeah,
also it's the skill you say it with. So if you are going to say something that is going to change people's minds about stuff, you best be a fucking good comedian to be
yeah,
able to word that and make that happen. I think the issue is there's a lot of acts who start off early on, think, I'm going to say what I think,
yeah.
and realise they haven't even worked out the craft and then get cancelled. There are some ridiculous stuff with this, but then again, there's some ridiculous people. I think you can still say what you've always been able to,
Yeah,
and also, what are you saying that you can't say? Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
Because
No,
maybe there's a
I
reason you
completely agree.
can't say it. Yeah,
I completely agree. Well, it's like, do you know what I mean? Like, I would say, with I'll hit on a couple of them. Like, yeah, baby acts. They
yeah,
want to be, like an edgy comedian. They'll go for shock value, but they don't know how
yeah.
to bring it back. Like I know you know this. You dip your toe in the water a couple of times to
Mm,
test the room. Like, oh, they like that one. Okay, let's go.
exactly.
Let's go
Yeah,
with that. And they try and get edgy. But like, so someone like I know I'm a 6 foot, 5'11", 6 foot, um, 6 foot big white guy. I have
yeah,
so many good, funny, like black jokes, Muslim jokes, all that. I don't do them because I'm aware of the persona I give on stage. I know the
yeah,
juices are going to be worth the squeeze. So what I'll do is
yeah,
I've got Muslim black mates. I'll send them the joke and be like, look, I thought this was funny. Has it got leg room? If so, look, you can take it. Like, do you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like, I just want to see the joke have justice, have its time on
yeah, yeah,
stage.
yeah. I think, and also where you say persona, like the thing I've noticed over the 3 years, mine has changed completely because I've lost my hair. So I've gone from someone who can get away with a bit more with the hair, who looks a bit more, no, he's charming, to now I look a bit more thuggish. If someone pointed out a young Jeff Innocent, which is happening more and more. So that's the thing as well, your
Jeff
persona.
Innocent.
Yeah.
Oh, oh, you never got the Adidas trackie on.
Well, do you know what? Out of nowhere, I thought I'm going to start wearing tracksuits on stage,
Yeah.
and I caught myself in the mirror and was like, "Yeah, I've done it. I've finally morphed into him." He is
Yeah.
one of the greatest comedians ever, in all fairness.
I
But
like I like Jeff. I know Pete's been on the same bill as him.
yeah, 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 yeah. I've gigged with him a few times, but absolute legendary act. But that's the thing as well, and it's all about the persona. Like, there's stuff I can't that is harder for me to say now because of like the way I look now. Like, I look like a young butcher. I look
Yeah.
like someone, and I do have that face, so it takes a bit more, and I need to be softer with my approach.
Yeah.
Now I've got no hair for people to warm to me, which takes another 5-10 minutes. But it's so weird when you think about that about persona. And these people going, well, you can't say anything anymore. Going, is it just because your jokes don't work
Yeah.
in this decade when they did in the 70s and the 80s and the 90s?
Yeah, I
But
think it's
yeah,
still do, but I think society has changed. Like doing like,
yeah,
do you know what I mean?
definitely.
Like black jokes in the '80s and stuff like that. Or like I'm going to the chink shop, things like that. It was socially acceptable, so as part of their dialect. Where we do it, it's now being edgy, and the juice isn't worth the squeeze. And we are
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah,
now
definitely.
we are just raised differently as well.
Yeah, and we're a lot more kinder now as well. Like, for me as well, like, my unwritten rule is I will never make a joke about something that that person can't change.
Yeah,
But anything else is fine. If someone's sat wearing a massive hat, I'm going to pull you apart. Like, if you've got ridiculously coloured hair, I'm going to pull. Like, do you know what I mean? We can do it. But if it's like colour, disability, like stuff like that. No, we're not doing that. Like
Yeah.
we're above that now,
Reminds me of a
and
funny
I don't want
story.
anyone feeling uncomfortable.
When I was living in Malaysia, I was as an
Yeah.
IPO analyst. There was a guy there called Tom. Funny enough, no, sorry, not funny enough. I should not have said that. He hung himself about 3 years ago. Should not have said
Oh,
funnily
sorry, man.
enough, but he did. He was
It,
from America, and he always wore this baseball cap, like one of the new baseball caps, and he always
yeah.
had it on. And then like the big boss was coming in, and like so we all had to like wear suits and stuff, and he wore a suit and his hat. And then the boss like, look, fucking take the hat off. The big boss is coming in. Takes it off. The biggest fucking spam in the world. Biggest boy. And the boss goes, Tom, you can put your hat back on. Oh, but
Oh, I
yeah,
love that.
I don't know why.
But do you know what?
Right.
That's just beautiful, though, and he's hit in on that as well. Do you know what
Yeah,
I mean? That's the difference. It's not taking the mick out of people. Like, I'd hate anyone to come to anything I was part of and sit in the front row and feel uncomfortable. As I know, like when you put on stuff early on in your career, people have felt uncomfortable just because some of the acts I put on were the best at dealing with audience rejection.
but also you say they can't be the best. You know this more than anyone. If you are going to watch comedy and you sit in the front row,
Yeah.
that is the
That's the other
unwritten rule
thing as
saying,
well.
look, I'm fair game.
Yeah, I suppose it is. It's such a weird thing as well, isn't it? And then like there's a weird contract you go into with it because like if you go on stage and you pick on them and then you start getting heckled, you can't then be like, oh, actually stop heckling me if you've initiated it. That's what I've noticed a few times recently where they've got into the audience and the audience, especially in Edinburgh, because Scottish audiences are amazing. They don't want to see you die. They
Yeah.
just want to see you squirm. They just want to know that it's like a lion playing with the food to the point of going, come on, what have you got? And then once you got them, you got them.
They
But
got your balls in their hand, but I'm not going to squeeze.
exactly, they've got them. They're holding them, going, come on. You think you're good at this, do you?
Yeah.
That's what they're doing, and I think, yeah. But that's when you get better and stronger and realize how to deal with people better by having those times and those moments with audiences and
I
working
think,
on the craft a bit.
I think I got better when I decided that I don't give a fuck.
True, that's it.
Like, I've got my sets. Like, do you know what I mean? I've probably got about, on Word document, I've got about 32 pages now of written out
Nice.
comedy. I've probably only ever touched half it. I've got a lot in the bank, and I'm not saying I'm good. I'm not good in any way whatsoever, but I'm going up to enjoy myself. And
And
if the
also
crowd
like,
reciprocates that, love it. That
yeah,
doesn't mean I don't go up half-ass. I'll go up to be the best I can every time. But it's a laugh. It's meant to be a
and
laugh.
that's and it's meant to be that. It's meant to be you and them. That's what it is at the end of the day. It's a weird thing because like every bit of social media and everything else that you do doing this job, there's something in the middle. With you and the audience, that is it.
Yeah.
And that is the best place to be, 100%. Like just you and them and making stuff happen. And they want you to do well. That's the thing. They want you to do well
Yeah.
most of the time. There's a Harry Hill quote that there's always laughter in the room. You've just got to get it out.
Oh, that's a cool quote. Oh.
And it's a nice idea of looking around the room and thinking, where is it? Right, if I get you, I can then get them. And also, Ken Dodd used to do a thing of like, if he saw someone not laughing, he'd focus on the people laughing and then go over and make them laugh until he had the whole room. So he'd look at it almost like with an ADHD brain and going, right, you. And I always use that as well of going, right, he needs a bit more dust over there. Dust. What a weird thing to say. He needs a bit more fairy dust.
Yeah.
See, I might be bald, mate, but there we go. Soft as anything. There we are.
Flamboyant as it is. So with a one thing I hate about on stage. So say you're doing a bit. Okay, I'm the
Yeah.
audience member, and they go like oh. It's like
Yeah.
say they go you're shit, and then they go like and he goes oh, sorry what was that, and then they don't repeat themselves. or they're saying stuff and
Yeah,
you can't hear it. How do you address
it's
that?
weird. Well, one like the obvious one going like, "I know you," and like saying you recognise the person's been my new one, and then going like because then it's just the most awkward moment, or just ignoring it as well because that's
Yeah,
when the strength comes. Old me would pull them out and be like, "Right, I know you, yeah, yeah," and probably say like, "I banged your mum" or something like that,
yeah,
something mature along. But now it's just like going, "Do you know what? Focus on the bits that do work." The room that does work. Do you know what I
yeah,
mean? Because out of them two or three, and also here's the thing: if you've got a good MC on, they should have dealt with that, and those people shouldn't be in there because it's a big difference from heckling to having a conversation at the front
yeah.
because then it disrupts it for everyone else. Like because like at least some heckles you get a show out of it. Do you know what I mean? As opposed to just people chatting which there's more and more of it happening as well. I've noticed.
This literally was about to be my follow-up question, Adam. With the likes of social media, crowd work, and heckling, like your Paul Smiths, your Matt Rifes, where people
Yeah,
are loving the crowd work and interacting with them. Has it changed the comedy sort of scene where people are shouting out more because they feel like it's almost the norm? Like they watch these highlights things and it's like, oh, we can now do this at stand-up gigs. So a lot of them, it will be their first ever show they've gone to go see.
yeah. I think there's a lot of that as well, where they think they're still at home on the screen. It's like going back that Peter Kay thing, where they didn't know what they were thrown out for. Going, well, you're obviously quite thick, but that whole thing of people finding the need to shout out. Also, heckling can help a show. Like I've been there before, and we've got some banter off it, but they need to be on the right page. That's the problem. You need people on there who are shouting out stuff that is worthwhile. And like when someone's shouting out your shit, going like, well, like off you go then. Do you know what I mean? If you shouted out a funny heckle that's got me, and then we've taken the show in that direction brilliantly. But and if you're there having a conversation in a comedy show, you wouldn't do it in the theatre. You wouldn't do it in the cinema. You shouldn't be
Yeah,
doing it. If you're going over going, do you want another beer or something like that? Fair enough. But like I've been there where I've had full conversations. I did one show. There was a mum in the room and she had two kids and she was on her phone for the whole of it. And you know when part of you was like, I can't deal with this. So I took her phone off her and gave it back at the end like a teacher of going, right, no, you're not having this.
yeah.
You're not sitting on your phone. And then but it needs that bit of respect. It does, and also like it needs MCs to go. Actually, come on, guys, be quiet because that's what the job is.
Yeah.
That's what a solid MC should do. That's what any entertainer would do because it's about the acts. So if you've got three acts on, and like as you've come on, but on a set, and you're hearing someone muttering at the front again and again and again, and when it's a conversation, and going, oh, shall we go this place next? Like I've done it in the past where I've MC'd and overheard like, oh yeah, let's go here, and I've literally been right. Well, let me solve your problem, off your fuck, and then got everyone to cheer.
Hmm.
I've then got like the audience to go, shall we keep them in? Shall we do a vote? And then
Yeah.
that's it because you're still doing a job at the end of the day that people want to see. It's just, yeah,
It is very
I've
like
got no time for
gladiator
it.
arena mentality, isn't it? Where like the
Yeah,
fans will, they want blood sometimes, and like they, if someone is disrupting everyone, they do want them out.
mate, and it makes the night better because also, as well, if they have come to see a night of comedy and they've just got five people who want to go to the Weatherspoons, go to the Weatherspoons.
Yeah,
Do not set foot in that club. You're not going to have a good time,
yeah,
and the whole room will change after that into a better atmosphere.
yeah.
I
And also,
do
I
honestly
think these
think,
people they think they go to a comedy night. I mean, okay, let me phrase. I've seen a lot of bands gig. I've never walked away being like, oh, I could be a singer or I could be in a band.
yeah,
Where a lot of people watch
yeah,
comedy and about halfway through the show, they're like, "Oh, I could do this."
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Because
it's
it looks easy. That's the whole point. It's meant to look easy,
yeah.
but they don't see the hours that you put into it for it looking easy. For the
Well, so
times it hasn't looked easy.
it's the easiest. It's the easiest profession to get into, but it's the hardest one to stay in because,
I'll take that.
like every other, like say, like every other creative art, you. every other creative art you can practice at home. You can hone your craft. The only way you can do that in comedy is to do it in front of people. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Singers, they can jam in a garage somewhere for 6 to 8 months, get their craft, synergize, get better, then go perform. You can't go stand in front of a mirror for 8 months doing your comedy bit until you can't. I mean, you can learn it, but the only way to actually get better and to hone it is to be judged from amateur all the way up.
Well, that's the thing as well, isn't it? And you only get like 5, 10 minutes early on as
Or
well to
five even
do
when you're in London. 3 sometimes in London.
five.
Fuck me.
Hey,
Have you
what you
done
do in
London?
3 fucking minutes?
No, this okay. I am the biggest activist in this country against bringer spots.
I hate them. I've
Yeah,
never done one, and I will never run one.
I've never done one. I speak up against them. I think they are a bastard on the industry and is capitalising on comedian on the saturated comedic world of London, and it's basically like fluffing them, trying to give them 5 minute spots. They've got to bring someone with them. It's just a room of people circle jerking each other, trying to tell each other they're funny. I fucking hate them, and I always say this to every other comedian in London who's just starting out. The rest of the country is laughing at us.
100%. I'm based down this way, and like obviously it was different for me. As I said, like the first time I did stand up, I had to fill time on the stage, so I've never really known what it's like to do that. But even when I put on stuff down it, and also like if you're putting on bringer spots, you're guaranteed an audience. But like if you're a promoter, that is your job.
Yeah,
You should be getting people who want to come back. And if I had my friends and family at all gigs, like it would be awful. I want proper audience. I want people who are going to come back. As a business, you want people who are going to come, comedy lovers who
yeah,
are going to come in. And that is down to you as a promoter. Bringers kill it. That's the problem. And the
yeah,
problem is people kind of spend a lot of time in that world thinking that's how it should be.
yeah,
And two things happen. One, people leave thinking they're a hell of a lot better than they are because they've been surrounded by people that love them, telling them they're great,
yeah.
which I mean is great. It's always great to be like surrounded by people you love you. But when you're going in and you're doing a harsh crowd, maybe in Strood, I don't know why I picked Strood twice all of a sudden.
Why are we
Sorry,
hating
I
on
did.
Strood? What's wrong with Strood?
I don't
Come on.
know. I've gigged there loads. I love
What's
the
happened?
people
What's
of
happened to you in
Strood.
Strood, Adam? Come on, story time. Go on. Who hurt you? Who hurt you?
Oddly, nothing. Like I think we should have gone with Sheerness, but still, I'll pick Strood. It's a funnier word, isn't it, Strood?
Been
Tell you about
Sheerness.
gigs, Strood. Sheerness is like
I mean, I got bored
once
saying
again, like,
Sheerness. It's too long on its own. Sheerness. I've
Sheerness.
I've never heard someone say the word
Sheerness.
Sheerness with optimism either.
Well, because there's no optimism there, bless them. I'll tell you a quick story. Like I ran a holiday park there on the Isle of Sheppey, and one night this guy had found out his wife had been cheating on him. So he left and ran out in a state. And about half an hour, he came back with a massive kind of like, what do you call them? Those big old, it was like a big old knife on a stick,
What, like a pike?
like a pike thing. Yeah. So he ran in, so he was coming into the venue. But before he came in, he set off 4 smoke bombs, ran in like to kind of like stab the guy who was cheating on his wife with, but fell over and cut his arm open. But the guy who was cheating on his wife with was the only person who was medically trained. So he then had to like cover it all. It was great to watch during the bingo as well, which is what you want to see just in the background of a man falling on his own massive pike sword. But yeah, that was a bad one. I mean, I wasn't doing comedy, but it ruined that game of bingo.
I love that. Oh, Joe, my twin's a doctor, and do you know his 3 favourite letters are
Go for it.
DNR. Saves so much time. Like,
Well, yeah, it does save a few hours, I guess.
yeah. Guess I'm right.
Oh, mate.
Oh, I do love that. So yeah, London. But the thing is that with London, like
Oh,
there's so many places. Like I'll say it now. What Val's doing at Low Stakes Comedy, He started it about 3 months ago. It's never been a bringer. I had a gig cancel on me last Wednesday on the day.
Yeah,
Fucking hate that. Like when they actually cancelled the fucking gig. And it paid gig. I was a 25-minute close in Reading. Fucking
yeah.
loved it. On the day, apparently, the CEO of the charity wasn't aware this was happening. Cancelled it. So I was like, you know what, fuck it. I used to go to Val's. I'm going to go in there and try a new five. There was about 30 people in the room. Wasn't a bringer. And it was just a great atmosphere. Do you know why? Because he puts the time in.
Yeah, it's all it needs. I just don't. It's lazy, but also and also this is the other thing for the London scene. Stop putting out 18 acts on one night doing 5 minutes. There is
Yeah.
enough of you and enough venues to have multiple comedy nights with just say 7 acts who can
Yeah.
do longer in other venues. I don't get it.
Do you
It's
think
not
that's a
fair on the
quota?
acts.
Do you think that's a bar quota? Like, look, if you're putting on a night here, we need to put an extra 200 quid behind the jump.
Yeah, yeah, definitely,
So
and
the
that's
more
why they've
bums
got
you've
it.
got, the more bringer people you got. Because I'll tell you a funny one. When I first started out, um, I applied to a bringer gig, and this probably caused my hate for it. And I said to him, like, look, I'm a big guy. I will drink about 10 pints that night.
Yeah,
And they were like,
yeah,
no, no,
yeah.
it's all about the people. Okay. I responded. I was like, okay, I'm a fat bastard. I'll take up 2 seats. And then
Yeah.
they were like, no, you need to bring someone with you. It's like, so what are you getting out of this relationship? I'm a great audience member. I will laugh. I will bring positive to the room. Okay, it's about
You'll
the bar.
perform and you
Okay,
eat.
I
Yeah.
will drink 10 pints. So many comedians don't drink.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I'll only have two before the set. Is my golden rule. But so and I'm going to drink. So give me a deal in this relationship to make it work. And it was nothing.
I think as well, like I think the hardest thing, because you're like the thing with doing comedy, you're obviously passionate about it. It's learning when to walk away from gigs and stuff. And I think that is the thing I have kind of sat with recently of going, actually, don't matter, leave it be. But make sure you're shouting out about it because it's like I can't think of much worse. Like when you try and stand up for the first time ever, then you've got to round up someone you know to watch you.
Yeah,
And you know what it's like on those first gigs? So I've seen people crushed,
yeah,
like they've had a terrible one. But the joy of like when I did it, like when I eventually went into clubs, was like no one saw me for about 6 months. I was just doing it, and then it wasn't bringing family members. Imagine bringing your mum to a gig and being like, "Right, mum, I need to fill up my quota," or workmates.
yeah. Well, that's
I
it.
just don't think they're a good thing. If you
Well,
want to bring them, brilliant, but not
I,
for a quota. It's
well,
not right.
I agree. Well, when I was speaking to my mate about this, and then he sort of like made me realise it. I was like, I look, I want to do a gig in London. And it's a bringer. Do you want to come with me? Oh, it was like, what's a bringer? Oh, you got to come. You got to bring someone if you want to perform. Why? I don't know. It's just as it is. Okay, so what? I watch you perform. Then what? Oh, then we got to sit and watch the rest of the acts. But I don't give a
And that's
shit.
the other
I
thing.
don't give a shit about 'em. Okay. Um, well, but it'd be nice to see you though. Okay, what? So we're gonna have a catch up? Oh no, we're not allowed to talk. So why the fuck do you need me? Like, just give me a fucking cardboard cutout. Like,
Yeah,
bring your mate who's gonna probably drop probably about 50 quid that night, who can't talk to you, who's got to sit and
yeah.
watch a bunch of people who doesn't want to. Imagine going like, oh, can you meet up with your mate to go watch fucking Cyprus cinematic things in a cinema when you can't talk to them because no, they
Yeah.
ain't gonna give a fuck. None of my
Also,
mates would all tell me to do one, and that is not because they don't care about me. It's
they're
because
just
I'm
like
like,
we got
mate,
better things to do.
yeah, this is a shit fucking deal.
I think the thing is as well, like also like because I've got a few nights down here, but the thing is they've taken a while to grow. Like, and this is the thing, like it's not straight away. Like the one at the Pierce Island over in Herne Bay, we're on year 4 of that one, and
Yeah,
that's now got to a place where I'm happy with it. But it's taken the time to cultivate it. And never once would I be like, right, you can bring someone. Go, no, you come and you perform, and then
yeah.
people come back for you. That's the way it should be. I think there's a lot of people making a lot of money out of bringers. That's what I feel.
I don't think they are. I honestly, I don't think they are. I think the because we always had a funny saying because I did recruitment.
Yeah, yeah,
I run a recruitment company. Those who can't do teach. Those who can't
yeah, yeah,
teach
yeah, yeah, yeah,
recruit.
yeah, 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 yeah.
So I think promoters in bringer spots in London, they're not making it, but they're not funny enough to make it to the next level. So they'll
Yeah.
hover and then they'll say, right, I need more stage time. Do you know what? I'm going to do my own night. And then everyone's got to come in, listen to me, and tell me how great I am because I'm the promoter. I mean, I'm not going to lie. Hands up, I've probably done the same for this fucking podcast. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but
Like, this is my fucking nepotism. But,
yeah,
fuck it. It's my show. It's my podcast. I'll cry if I want to, you know.
yeah.
and
But it's all self promotion, but it's different when you're forcing people into a room to
yeah,
perform because that's it's pay to play almost, which is a thing, a model that America has,
yeah.
where some gigs you have to pay. I think it's like $15-20 to perform, and you're like,
Yeah, that's bullshit.
why?
Oh, I tell you what, I was speaking to a New York dude. I've actually become quite good mates with him. Well, as I say that, I've completely forgot his fucking name. Um, Justin. Doesn't matter. He's from New York, and apparently, and I thought this was mad. We're about to go really fucking political now. I love it. In New York, if you do anything anti-Semitic, they'll boo you off. It's all Jewish. Where
Okay,
they're all pro-Israel over there. Where over here, it's almost like anti-Semitism is now allowed again on the comedy world.
it's and the thing that got me this year with Edinburgh as well, like I'm not going deeply into like the whole political side of it. Did you read the stuff of Whistle Blinkies kicking out an act, two acts for having Jewish shows?
No, raw.
So PBH removed two acts from a venue because they had Jewish shows and the people working behind the bar felt unsafe. And that's happening in this decade. And that's a fringe
That's
company
scary.
doing that.
That's
It's
scary.
crazy and like and that's the issues of of being able to do that and letting that happen to people like
Yeah.
yeah, arseholes. And it was all like reported and stuff as well, and I just don't think it got enough kind of when you're there going, this don't feel right. This
No.
needs a bit more of like I don't feel
Yeah. Yeah. That's what we're coming. Everyone's welcome, but everyone is also has got to accept the fact that they could be the subject of the butt of a joke
yeah.
as well.
I
It's
think
like,
that's it.
you doing a black bit, I laugh. You doing a Chinese bit, I laugh. You doing a white bit,
Yeah.
me going, well, hold on, no, that's we don't like that. Like it's got to be.
Yeah.
And also, all the judges. So I presume they weren't from Palestine or they weren't Muslim because they're
No,
working
no,
behind a
and
bar.
the well, this is it.
So they're getting
Well, and
offended
those
on other people's behalfs.
and
The
that
worst
show
fucking people in
both
the world. They are. They are the
yeah.
worst.
But that show had been in there for like 7 years. The other one had been in there and they were long running things. Like, and I think I've done it as well. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not Jewish, but I've done that. I've also done quite a few Irish shows this year as well. Ironically,
Yeah.
but I just don't. And also, like to be like you talk about free fringe. The whole point is the art. It's saying what you
Yeah.
mean. It's getting it out there. And you've gone actually no, not in here. I just think utter bellends for
Yeah.
doing that to him.
It's like it was. I don't think I've ever been to a country, and I think I've probably been to about 50, 60 countries where there hasn't been an Irish pub.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
I'd
True
say
that.
only about 75% of them are run by Irish.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Or people with a bit of Irish who have never been to Ireland.
Yes. Yeah, I went to Ireland once. I'm Scottish. Does that count? Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
Why are
There's a
Scottish
great
pubs never
Billy.
kicked off?
Well, I don't know. I think it'd just be super tenants and iron brew.
Okay, okay. Oh, let me.
I'd be up for it. The iron
Okay,
brew.
because us Englishmen, we can drink, but obviously there's different levels of skill. Who would you say is the better drinker, Irish or Scottish?
From previous, and I've stopped drinking as well because I've completed it.
Yeah.
But one of the things
All the
as well,
achievements.
watching this. I've got all the achievement. I've got all the stories. It's just I quite want to live.
All
But
the extra side quests.
all
Do
the
you know what
exercise,
I mean? Everything's done.
everything, to the point of being like, it's done. I've had a lovely day. I'm off. Uh, but the Scots, man, like I was like watching them drink is it's a gift, and they can do it so well. Like it's the Scots. I'm afraid it is the Scots.
Okay, I'll tell you the worst people in the world, and I will never wish death. So my type of comedy is I'm a misdirectionist, just so you know in
Yeah,
advance.
yeah, yeah,
The
yeah, yeah,
worst
yeah.
people in the world, and I wish I've never wished ill upon anyone, but these people need to be euthanized. I'm throwing it out there. People who don't get hangovers.
Yeah, yeah, I'm with you on that. I met someone the other week, and he was like, "Oh, I was out all night," and I was like, "Oh, you're hungover, going? I don't get hangovers." He was 36.
How? I don't. I just because like my uncle's the same. He's 64 now. Never had a hangover. I've been drinking with him all day, and he'll be jumping. He'll put in about like 30 double gins. He's a drinker,
Yeah,
but he's an affluent man. And I remember when he was staying at my place in Gibraltar. We got in about 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm absolutely fucked. He's one of them ones where no matter how drunk he is, he's still composed.
yeah,
And
yeah, yeah,
six
yeah,
o'clock
yeah.
in the morning, banging pans, going, "Oh, what a beautiful morning!" You know, it's like my head is in my own arse. And yeah, but that's it. Do you reckon it will all just happen at once one day, and they'll just like their head will just blow up?
I like that. I like the idea of they all just come at once. Like there's someone in the head, like in Inside Out, or the
Mm.
numbskulls from the Beano,
Yeah.
going, "Do you know what? We're due 225,000 hangovers. Today's the day. Boom, like parking tickets. Just every single one coming at once. One day of going, kill me now.
So, what is the I like this one. What is the worst thing you've ever seen someone do on stage?
I
Oh,
oh, this
you
so
by the way, you've really
this
hyped this now. You know that, don't you? You've really. I'm now
this
expecting good things.
I watched. So there's a few things. Like, I'll tell you the first one. Like my
I'm
one of
lighting
my
a cigarette
favourite
for this
things.
one and leaning back. I'm enjoying it. Go,
Do
go on
it.
then.
So
Oh,
do you know Stephen Catlin?
Steve Catlin.
Catlin.
Steve Catlin.
Yeah.
No.
So he does surrealism, and one of his bits is he dresses up as a giant bee. He gets someone out the audience to pour honey over his face, and he shouts, "Feed me, feed me, feed me." But
Yep.
he did it in Just the Tonic in Edinburgh once, and it hit the floor, and there was about 8 different members of staff trying to remove this honey off like the staging, which was amazing to watch. But also, I said, like, Stephen, why don't you just water down the honey? And he just looked me in the eye and went, it needs to be pure, pure. And that for me was that whole thing going together. But I once watched a man. Now, this is really early on. This is when I was still in Bognor, who did his first 5 minutes, but he was so confident. And he went on, and it didn't go well because he started making jokes about like being a paedophile, like being a pedophile. And like 3 minutes into his act, he knew it was going bad. And
Yeah.
you know, like when you're early on going, right, I've got nothing to pull out the clown
I'm gonna double
pockets.
down.
I'm going to double down, going, who wants to see an elephant? And you know, when you go and just literally got his knob out and his pockets and started singing Nelly the Elephant until the MC was like, right, that's time, that's time, that's time. But I think that's pretty on there. And that was really early. I once watched someone
Have you
the
got
whole
a
of their
foreskin
set.
to do the elephant joke?
I think so. I think it adds to it a bit. I think
Yeah.
otherwise it just looks like he's holding an apple.
Yeah, because I've seen what's like, have you ever kissed a dog on the nose and then you pull your
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
things out like standard? But yeah, to say an elephant, one, you've got to have a big cock. And I'm
Yeah,
not
you've got to
justifying
be.
this in any way. Like I would never get my dick out on stage because you know, like you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm not bragging, but I'm not. If I was going to quote an animal, it wouldn't be an elephant. Like
I would quote. I don't know. Probably more the an anteater in like kind of length and size.
I am going to confidently say an alpaca.
Alpaca, or I would go Cyril Sneer from the Raccoons, like the
Okay.
big pink thing. I think that's what I see when I look down there, just that kind of Cyril Sneer. It doesn't smoke a cigar, but if it did,
Well,
that,
if you
that could
did,
be an
you'd
act.
be taking that on the road, wouldn't you? If you could
Yeah,
smoke a
run with
cigar through
us.
your helmet, oh, that's worth the millions. So, okay, a guy
Got to see
getting
a man smoking a cigar with his cock.
okay. So that's one bad one. You said you had a couple. I love these stories.
So, like early on as well, you witness weird stuff. Like the worst thing, I once watched one act who just ate a tub of yogurt with their hands to the music of Enya, and it was just really weird. Going like, that's odd. I'll tell you what happened early
He might
on.
have
These
invented
are all coming.
ASMR, to be honest. Like,
It was weird. It was just like with his hands, like, or a no cool flow playing in the background, and just be like, ah, ah. It was quite good. I've come on and done a set before, and then the next act's come on, and I thought these jokes are the same, and they've just done my set back.
no, they stole your
And
jokes.
I remember that bit, yeah, and I remember just sitting there in the audience just thinking, this is weird. And he looked at me and went, that's how you do them. And I was like, what are you on about? He's not going anymore. He's dead.
Good. Yeah.
Uh,
What a James Blunt.
yeah. You know, just like, grow up, mate. But yeah, that's the weirdest stuff I've seen. Like, and obviously, like, I've seen so many weird cabaret acts and stuff over the years.
Yeah.
Like there used to be one called Abracadabra that did magic and the songs of ABBA, and halfway through it would like saw one of them in half and stuff like
Did they
that.
lose
And
Alakazam or
pardon?
did they lose Alakazam? If it's
They
abracadabra,
did.
he's
Love
solo
it.
tour.
He's there. He's back
Oh,
finally. But
okay. Do you because I always get annoyed when I talk about this topic. Joke thieves.
yeah,
I
well,
put nothing online. I put nothing online. I don't even record my sets anymore because I do it for fun. Podcasting
yeah.
is how I make my life. I do the comedy for fun to stay sharp, and also I can't talk about comedy if I don't go do it myself.
I think with joke thing, I think that there's two ways it happens. One, it is naturally like if it's a topic and then someone makes
Standard.
a joke very similar to it,
Yeah,
it happens because those ideas are all there. But when it is like, and I'll tell you what, with spending a lot of time on parks and stuff like that, you spend a lot of time with the 80s and 70s comedians,
yeah,
and they share jokes, and it's weird. And I remember one act being backstage having a phone call, and he answered the phone. And you know when you overhear hear a phone call, and he
yeah,
said to the other comedian, going, "Wow, the guy before me has just done our act." So two comedians doing the circuit with the same material,
yeah,
and the one before had just done their act. And I'm just not a fan of stealing stuff. I think it's all right if you're like you're still in like if you're doing a play or something and you borrowed say a bit of Bill Bailey's material for like a school play or a talent show, but I just don't do it.
yeah.
Write your own because your stuff is going to be the best, isn't it? Because it comes from you
Yeah.
as a person.
I mean,
Therefore, nothing is ever going to be better than that.
being a comedian, like not, I will never ever steal a joke. I don't even do like jokes about dating apps, things like that, because everyone talks about them. So a lot of my stuff's
Yeah,
about like being a twin. That is like my solid 15 is about being a twin and evidently not being the favourite one. Like so many shit.
yeah,
Honestly, it writes itself. Like being the afterthought on your own birthday song. Like, do you know what I mean?
yeah. I love that.
It's easy and it's about me. But even when I'm in the pub with my mates and I tell a joke, I now naturally have to reference where I heard that joke
Yeah,
because as I heard, I've my favourite two at the moment, and I don't know where I've heard this from, but they're not my jokes. I need to say that I will never joke for you.
yeah.
Driving because you know there's all the England flags at the moment hanging around.
Yeah.
Driving down the road, be like, oh, they hung the English flag upside down. I don't know why. I find that so funny. There's the
But those are the best type of
yeah.
jokes. The
And
idea of like
my
it's been
favorite
hanging upside down.
my favorite joke at the moment. I don't know where I heard it, but it's not mine. Is there were two Catholic priests driving down the road. A police car pulls them over, and he goes, "Oh, sorry, fathers, we were looking for two paedophiles." And they go, "Oh, we'll do it." Love that joke.
But
Like,
those jokes, yeah, they're almost in the ether, aren't they? They're almost there, like those kind of things. But I think anyone who's ever gone actively,
yeah,
that's a good bit of material. I'm stealing that because it's not on. It takes forever to get a bit ready, and like, and you can tell when an act's doing something that isn't theirs. I'm
yeah,
pretty sure. I
yeah.
reckon that could be a game show on
Well,
ITV of going, who's stealing what material?
well, I was again the gig. I saw Peter. Well, I was with Peter. There was an actor on before him, and he was doing a bit. And my mate Philip comes up to me and he goes, "I know I said behind the fridge on Peter's bit. But that wasn't Peter's bit. I just don't know why I referenced. So let me rechange that.
Yeah.
On the map, okay. So my
Yeah.
mate comes up to me and goes, "On the map." I go, "What do you mean? What do you mean?" He goes, "Give it 15 seconds." Weird. And then the comedian's punchline was, "Oh, on the map." I was like, "How the fuck?" He was like, "Oh, that's Thingy Thingy's joke." I was like,
Yeah.
"Nah, you called that in fucking 4K."
That's
Like,
impressive. That's impressive. But
no.
like that,
And also, he
but when
tried
you
to get on
can
the
see
pod
it,
after. He spoke to
oh,
me
did
about the
he?
pod because I spoke to Peter about it. I was like, "Look, I've seen you a couple times now. Like, I love his blind comedian bit,
Yeah.
like his blind parents bit. I fucking loved it." I was like, "Look, I want to get on and chat with
Oh,
you." And then but then he after the guy after like before him was like, "Oh, I'd love to do the pods." And I was like, "Not really, mate. Like,
yeah.
I'm not
Yeah, you
not a
can't.
confrontational person, but you know what I mean, I'm
Now
not
you've
backing
seen it
you."
and felt it. I don't, and there's no fun in it. Like, why would you do this with stuff that's borrowed and not?
I don't know because the guy who did it, he was a very Essexy lad. So
Yeah.
obviously his stuff is probably going to kill. It killed in Essex, but
Yeah.
I feel like he was demographic. He's
Yeah.
not going to be
And
able
then
to
you've got
go.
that moment of going like, yeah,
Yeah, like
I'm
he's
going
not
to
going to
pull
go to
something out
Edinburgh and
now.
kill it. Like he won't be.
Yeah.
But then, will these people only ever get so far?
Well, this is the thing though, like, because it depends on like, I think there are some acts who get 5, 10 minutes more because of like persona. If someone's more upbeat, they generally like, oh yeah, I'm going to buy into them or an accent. But then you watch the ones who work within that. I mean, like I work with Paul, not Paul. What's his bloody name? Oh, come on, but an Essex lad,
30
and
Regal
he's gone
Drive.
away. Yeah, 30 Regal
You
Drive.
got the whole fucking
Pat
road.
Smith. Yeah, exactly. It was Pat Smith. Pat Smith. Uh, but he'd gone away and he'd rewritten stuff, and he was writing all the time. And I was like, "That's you mastered kind of. Yeah, I've got this persona, but I need to be solid." And he was. He was one of the best acts I saw up there. So
Okay.
that's it. It's you can only go as far you can go as far as you take yourself. I think it's
Yeah,
working on new stuff, and that is it. But there are some acts who just kind of rely on the stuff they've been doing for years, and they wonder why they're still doing the same gigs.
yeah. I do change it both ways because what is it? It's the Chris Rock Seinfeld argument, isn't it? Seinfeld has
Yeah,
his greatest hits. People go to see his greatest hits, where Chris Rock will bang out a new special every 2 years. Like,
yeah, yeah,
if
yeah.
you're a name, I think they come to see your best. Like, imagine going to see Peter Kay and he doesn't do, the Hobnob Dunk Me or fucking Mickey Flanagan. He doesn't do Out Out.
Yeah,
You'd
yeah,
almost be a little
yeah.
bit like, "Oh, I love the new stuff, but do you know what I mean? That is you."
Do the hits,
Yeah.
yeah,
So,
or something in that vein.
so would you say, you're because everyone's got a joke in their bit that they've kept in for fucking years. It's their soft spot. Would you say your favorite joke is your best responder, gets the best response, or do you have a couple of jokes that they do all right, but they just they have a soft spot in your heart?
I've got a terror. I've got two. So my favourite bit ever is based on me doing a street dance session and playing a song by Aqua, and the chorus, I thought was
Dr.
Dance
Jones,
Like a Robot.
time after time.
No, no. So, yeah, I said, what, in 2011, they came back with a new album called Megalomania, and there was a song on it called Like a Robot, and like it's Aqua. It's just upbeat music for kids. So we were meant to have diversity turn up
What, the British Got
and do
Talent
the street
people?
dance. Yeah, yeah, they were meant to do it, but they cancelled last minute. So I led the street dance session, and I found a CD called Aqua Megalomania from 2011. There was a song
Found it,
called
yeah.
Like a
Found it,
Robot.
Adam. You
You
found it,
found
yeah.
it.
You found it, yeah.
Yeah,
It
I found
was
it,
just
mate.
to have to already be in the fucking CD player, ready to go. You know. I
Well,
stumbled
this is
across
the
it
thing.
on my favourite hit on Spotify. Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. I got it ready, but I never listened to like the full thing. And it's Aqua, and I listened to a few seconds. Thought that's it. So I started doing the street dance. It rooms full of kids, and then it goes like a robot, and then the chorus goes from like a robot to fuck me like a robot, fuck me like that
What, Aqua?
in front of the kid by Aqua. Man, check it out, like a robot. But that is my favourite bit because I do the whole street dance session, and when that song kicks in, man, it just because when it happened was so traumatic because I got sacked for that. but now going, I've got a bit out of it.
Right. Oh,
That I don't. It's just
on
it's
a
just a beautiful
child's party.
moment.
Like, oh, Aqua, that's going to be a safe bet, isn't it?
Exactly that. Exactly that.
That's
Can't go wrong
brilliant.
with that one.
I was,
But that's my favourite bit. I'll put that in every show.
I only use Facebook now to promote because I've been trying to do this online comedy thing. I did
Yeah,
one last night and it sucks so much dick. It's unreal. Like I tried to try not to laugh on Zoom, where the hardest thing with Zoom comedy is the no laughing. So trying to emphasize
yeah,
on that, it was fucking dog shit. But I thought I'd try it.
yeah.
Fucking awful. So I was saying, but yeah, so that was it. But I look on the Facebook forums, and why is at the moment so much box ticking happening in comedy?
I see. I'm all for people being represented. That's not the word. I'm all for people being represented and that, but I feel like sometimes they do it wrong. They book people and don't do it on the strength of the show. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
So
agree.
it's not going like, so we've got this, but we haven't got a strong cast. I do think people need the representation, but I think they need to be good acts. That's the thing. Tick those boxes, but tick them with people that are solid and the
Yeah,
best at what they do. Don't give
completely
someone a
agree.
leg up.
But
Yeah, and
I
that's the
think it's
problem.
unfair. I think it's unfair. Okay, obviously she's making shitloads of money, so fair play. I think it's unfair what the agents are doing to Rosie Jones.
Yeah,
Because
I
it is,
think,
let's laugh at the disabled person, not let's laugh with the disabled person. I've never seen one person in a comment saying she is funny. Now, the reason I'm saying this, I watch Kill Tony every fucking episode. They have some
yeah,
of the funniest disabled comedians, but they're funny first.
yeah.
She's not funny, but she's a English disabled box ticking, so they pushed her into the limelight when she is not ready. And I think it's is everyone's laughing at her, not with her, and I think it's cruel.
I honestly think there's a problem with not getting the bills and things right. I think that's been a thing for a while where something happened and everyone was like, right, we need this, this, and this for a comedy lineup. But no one took any time to go, how do we get this? How do we do it properly?
Yeah,
How do we make the night stronger? And there was a weird time where everything kind of just got thrown against the wall, but nothing was sorted out.
yeah,
And I'm all for like everyone I think deserves a chance, but like it is that thing, it needs to be done properly.
yeah.
That's the key. And I think that's what has let quite a few nights down. It's caused massive arguments, and there's so many great, diverse, brilliant acts out there. It's
A
just
million percent.
let's
And
make it happen.
well, because like I've done gigs everywhere. Like I've got to be honest. When you got 8 comedians on, they're all the same. It is sort of like, well, I've heard this before. I've heard this before. I love it. I
Yeah,
love it.
yeah.
I love a diverse bill, but the caliber cannot be watered down.
That's the thing. That is the problem, and it is that because it's so. And being away for a month and seeing so many acts of going and coming away going, I'm not even touching the sides for what's out here.
Yeah.
And there's everything. There's everything for every single box solid. I think the problem is some stuff needs just to be that bit more lifted.
Hmm. Do
And
you,
an
do you
audience deserve better as well.
do you think with comedy, the sort of nowadays, as safe spaces, you can't say this, you can't say that. People aren't getting their reality checks in comedy. Like
Yeah,
people
I
aren't
think
getting told that shit.
yeah,
It was
there's a
like
lot of that.
the best advice I ever got told was by Chris Norton Walker. Brilliant, brilliant one liner.
Oh, I love Chris.
And I said in one of my videos when I started out, and his advice to me was get better. You're not good yet. Get
Yeah,
better. And do you know what I mean? That is the most rawest advice. He's not saying give up. He's saying get better.
I
And
think
you know what I mean? He could be like, that bit was nice. Oh, you did well there. It was like, no, at the moment, you're shit. Get better at comedy because it is a skill. It is an art.
yeah,
And hone it. But people aren't being told, the reality.
but also like I think advice as well. People like ask for it, but some people can't take it on. But get better is a beautiful thing. Like I remember when I started, Tony Law just saying to me, "Hold, hold," and that meant what hold my lines. Like don't rush everything, slow it down. But there isn't. There are some people. It's lovely to get a pat on the back, and this is why bringers are great for people. And this is it because you can bring everyone around. You go, tell me I'm great, but it's harder when you're on your own, and you've got to do it in a venue, and you're getting the
But
feedback from the audience.
once again, I completely challenge that. It isn't good. It's a false reality where people are standing around in a circle jerking each other, telling each other how great they are, when they're not getting exposure to real life.
Yeah, yeah, that's
So
what I
they are
mean.
getting
Like
that false
that's why they
reality.
think it.
They'll then go
Yeah,
onto an
that's
actual
why they
proper
think it's
stage
great.
and fucking
Yeah,
bomb, and they'll be like, well, hold on. They all said I'm great. Oh, it
yeah.
just wasn't my night. No, you've just now experienced real life.
Yeah, I think that's like I think I might have worded that a bit wrong as well, but that is the thing as well. That's why people stay in them kind of communities a lot longer
Yeah.
because it is that kind of you say that circle jerking and that kind of oh this is great. And then like if you want to be good at this, like my thing when I started was I wanted to be able to do every room. I wanted to
Yes.
be able to go in every room and be boom. And that doesn't happen if you stay in one place. You need
No.
to get out there and doing it and also and it's working with people who are going to push you working with better acts who are better than you so you need to up your game. You can't just then go on going I'm the best here. Like there comes a point like if you're the best at an open mic night good. If you've been doing comedy for 10 years you
Yeah.
fucking should be the best at an open mic night. It
But
just needs to you need to progress.
that's the one I don't sort of like. And I was talking to, I don't know, Joe Dan Springford.
Name rings a bell. I don't
He's,
think we've
he's, he's,
ever met.
he's absolutely killing it at the moment. He's the closer on
Yeah.
the one I'm doing on Saturday. He's doing 11
Oh
months.
nice.
He's doing 11 months. He's doing the 20-minute close. Fucking killing it. And because I'm quite new to comedy as well. And we were talking like, why is it people who've been doing it for 10, 12 years they're still doing 5 minutes open or they get a 10 every probably once a month. And now the ones trying to give advice.
Yeah, I think some people though as well. Like this is the thing: there's people who have the passion for it, who want like this is what I'm going to do forever. Boom, and it's in you. It like
Yeah.
literally jumps out, and that's why you have it, and that's how I feel. And people go, "This would be a nice little hobby." It's either
Of
this or
course.
stamp
There's
collecting,
there's two
and that
different.
is the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Going to play
those are the
football at your
what
five-a-side,
exactly.
if you're going to enjoy it, doing love it, perfect. Doing, you know what I mean. But don't give advice then. Like, but if
Yeah,
if it's so like Lewis Howard, fucking love that dude, fucking killing it. But he decided about 3 months into this, I want to make this my career. So he
yeah.
treats it as a professional. Now I will
It's a
listen to
way to do
him
it.
any day of the week because he's now, do you know what I mean, he's trying to learn it from that different aspect of I want this is going to be my career. I'm going to be a professional at this, which I think is absolute bullshit. Not that, but in comedy, what suddenly makes you a semi-pro? What suddenly makes you a professional? There's no
Yeah,
benchmark.
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Like,
There isn't.
yeah, but yeah, there's sort of different advice. Guy, Adam, I will end it with this, otherwise we'll be here fucking forever. Um,
I've got to go wimpy.
oh,
Got to go live the wimpy dream, mate. This is it. No, man, it's been great having a chat. I've loved this.
I'm going to end with this final one. If you could give advice to a new comedian, never done it before, bit nervous, what advice would you give them? And you can't say just do it.
Enjoy it, embrace it, like be part of it. It changed my life, and I've said this so much this month. It changed my life and made my life better. And it is remembering why you do this, and remembering you're lucky. Do you know what? You've got something that no one else has got. Sometimes it's shit, sometimes it's incredible, and also the other thing, Millikan's Law. You have to 10 o'clock every morning. Do you know Millikan's Law?
No.
This is my favourite bit of advice I've ever been given. So it's done by Sarah Millican. What you could do if you have a bad gig or you have a good gig, the next morning you have 10 o'clock in the morning to have a massive ego about it or to mope about it. But the minute 10 o'clock comes, it's a new day. You start again.
Right. Okay. I always restart my clock after a wank.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good line.
Right. I'm going to be moody. I'm going to have a wank, and then I've got to be over it.
Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna
Because it's the joy, isn't it? Like, I'm happy now. Right, let's stay happy again. You know.
Yeah.
No post wank clarifications. Just right. Yeah. I'm optimistic again.
I mean, it depends who the new actors go. By the way, this might be awful, but go home and have a wank. Off you go.
That's my advice to people. Go strong one out, flick the bean, or have a wank. You'll all be good. Adam, you're brilliant for coming on, man.
Yeah, thanks for having us, man. It's been a bit not last minute. But it's been great chatting to you. Loving your podcast. Keep being awesome. We'll catch up soon, mate.
And thank you very much for everyone watching. Cheers.